very early start. I started off when I was about 7 years old. My parents always believed that I was very artsy, to put it. They put me in several different camps and different things to try to figure out what my strong suits were. And one day they talked to this guy named Joseph Jenkins, and he ended up becoming my piano instructor for a while. And then all of a sudden he comes in and just brings a bass out, and I'm like, I asked for a guitar. Why'd I get a bass? He was like, trust me, you'll love it. Played around for a while, and then all of a sudden it clicked. And then all of a sudden I'm just gigging all over the place, and I also went to this thing called the Richmond Youth Jazz Guild, if you ever heard about it. It's a whole bunch of local guys coming in to learn how to play jazz music, because everybody knows that it's kind of a lost art nowadays, and I was trying to preserve it.
Well, my family, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, when they was coming up, they was always in bands and stuff like that, you know. And now they've moved away from doing clubs and bars and stuff like that, and they do like gospel music now. But I mean, it's pretty much in my blood, you know.
Dope.
And when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, I was always I fell in love with hip hop at an early age, and I don't rap, but I was always been into the beats, you know what I'm saying. So that's just producing is something that I always wanted to do.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Good, fair enough.
My mother, Emily Jones, she actually had met my father in Germany. She was gigging in German clubs and was working with a company called Hansa, which later on became a part of, I think, Columbia Records. So she actually got some vinyl pressed up. So in the house, laying around, I would see vinyl of Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross, and all that, but I also see one with my mom's face on it. It's a big old afro. And she realized that I could sing, so she was like, let's see what we can do with this. So you can imitate, all right. So she was saying something, have me sing it, just like her. And she was really big on making sure that I was hitting the right notes and that I understood tone. So she was a big influence for me on music. Got in church and singing in church, having to do solos. I used to hate getting up and singing in front of people. Love to sing, but hate getting in front of people. So she'd say, you better get up there and sing. You know, I'm a whoop your butt. She used to say that all the time. She never did. But it scared me enough that I went on and did it.
He went ahead and did it.
So now somebody actually sing, I get to sing right, you know what I mean?
That's stuff.
Don't even bother.
The current state of the music scene in general, I believe that the music nowadays just lacks emotion. Like, there are a lot of cats out there who are all sounding the same and mainly coming out of like Atlanta styles of music, or the style and sound in hip hop in general, rather. And to be honest, I'm not exclusively with it. I grew up listening to things like Childish Gambino, you know, like people like that, Childish Gambino, Chance the Rapper, Busta Rhymes, people like that. And at the same time, I was still learning blues, like Louis Armstrong, you know what I'm saying, Frank Sinatra, people like that. And then nowadays, all I hear is, I got broads in Atlanta. I'm like, I mean, that's cool and everything, and I see why that's a popular song, but at the same time, you know, I think there's something better for these musicians and these upcoming artists out there to like really branch out and expand the ideas that are there instead of copying everybody and then expanding from those ideas, because in about 3-4 years they're not going to be around, and it's sad to say, but
hey,
it's real enough. It's how it is.
No doubt.
Most of it I'm not really feeling it, you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of the same stuff over and over again. You know, it's not too many people are being original right now, you know what I'm saying. And when I was coming up, like, you couldn't do that, you know what I'm saying. It was considered biting, you know what I'm saying. You had to come out with your own stuff. You had to have your own style, your own flow, you know what I'm saying. You couldn't come out sounding like somebody else. And now, like, to me, like, most of the stuff that's on the radio right now, it's like the same songs, just
Recycle.
Yeah, recycle, pretty
Yeah.
much. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it just depends on where you're listening, what you're listening to. If you're just listening to the radio, then pretty much everything sounds the same. Not really too much talent being shown, just a lot of beats and repetitive words over and over again. People saying stuff you can't really understand what they're saying most of the songs. But if you dig deeper and kind of look and find there are artists out there that are doing their thing. So I would like to see more of those artists come out in the forefront, and instead of just having the same people on the radio, you hear the same song over and over and over again all day long. It's just crazy.
Right. Okay.
And I work with so many people at this point. Well, let's start out from like beginning to end, I guess. I'll just go through a list. I've worked with Ashby Anderson, Joseph Jenkins. I've worked with Drew Henderson, Brenton Lane, Yende Williams, and these are just cats for music in general, like playing instruments and stuff like that. As far as an artist and producer, I've worked with Ozzy the Great, I should say, Zaya Queen, worked with Javon Jackson, Lamont Fleming. I do not know Shalah's last name. He's gonna hate me for that. Who else can I think off the top of my head? If I don't work with Logic at least once in my lifetime, I did something wrong. Let's see, I want to work more with Zay and Ozzy. Like I said again, I need to work more with them because they're going places. So is Javon, so is Lamont. Let's see, need to work with Zardy a little bit more. Need to work with Jay Smiles. Let's see, my boy David Bozek. Rep a Ton, if you ever heard about him. Super Soup. What was the other guy? I'll Be Anywhere. Clef Majors. And those are all the people I can think of off the top of my head.
Dope. All right.
Well, I haven't had a chance to work with too many people around here. I do got me and my boy Mike Hash. We're doing an album right now. It's called we got a group called Greenhouse Asylum. Got the album coming out soon. You know, it's should be done within the next month or two. We've been working on it for a while, so
Fresh.
yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on right now. But as far as artists that I'd like to work with in the future, pretty much just people that are willing to put forth the work and the effort, you know what I'm saying, and just make good music, you know.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you know, I work with this crazy artist named Dolomic.
Yeah.
Introduced me to people who, you know, I've really enjoyed working with. Clef Dollars, VI, Vic Nelson, Together Works Group. I've worked with Mimi Velez. I've worked with, so many people. As far as who I would like to work with, I would like to work with John Bibbs. I would like to do some more work with Sean Chappelle. We have worked together as well. I would like to work with Missy Elliott. I really want to work with Missy Elliott. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Fair game.
I'm gonna have to give it to my boy Rep a Ton. Like every week, I see that man doing something, some show, some tour. I know that man has about like 3 albums out right now. He's putting in work, and it's crazy because he actually lives in this area.
Dope.
He used to be my next door neighbor. He was my next door neighbor, and he still is. But you know, he's always busy. I'm always busy. So you know, when we link up, we link up. But I know he's putting out work, and I'm looking forward to see what he does in the future. Cause for real, that man's going somewhere.
Dope.
I haven't really had a chance to hear too much from the local scene, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really name too many names, but you know, I know my man Doe here has got, he's doing a lot right now. You know, he got a lot of stuff going on, and that's one of the people that inspires me actually, because you know what I'm saying, not just because of the music, but work ethic as well. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we got to get together and do some stuff here pretty soon.
Indeed,
too,
indeed, no doubt. We'll make it work, bro.
Well, like I was talking about John Bibbs, I see him a lot on social media, and I actually see him grinding out. Sharon Ray North, who I actually work with today, I actually got a chance to sing with her at Jazz Fest, so I'm rocking her shirt right now. She's definitely grinding. Her stuff is on the jazz charts right now, number 5 for the single that she just that she's come out with, Sincerely Yours. So so I like looking at people who have kind of been doing it for a while and know how to maintain that buzz.
Okay.
Okay, so what I believe that the music scene is going towards, the DMV area is already blowing up. And that's just from personal experience, and that's just from looking from the outside in. Being on the inside, it's even more so exploded, rather, because there are so many cats out there trying to get in. But, you know, the common myth that we keep hearing is that you have to go out of RVA to come back into RVA to have something and then blow up. No. We have enough people here, and we have a big enough scene for it to be able to push in the right direction of, okay, this is the scene, we're gonna go on top of that scene and then multiply it as many times as we can with as many people as we can, because it's gonna happen. Like, I believe in like the next year or so, it's going to blow up, and everybody that is doing something right now is going to get recognized, etc., etc. The things that I've done so far, I actually did my first open mic about 2-3 weeks ago, and that was actually the greatest experience I've ever had as an artist, because it was my first one, and I felt the energy in the room. They were actually liking my stuff, and I thought, you know, I might be ridiculed because I'm a little bit different, but you know, I like to see that the DMV is coming up in that sort of way, that everybody is going to be accepting of everybody, and we can actually unify together to, you know, make it one big family, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, pretty much people just need to get together, work together, you know what I'm saying? Like, collaborate on some stuff. If there's artists out there that you know what I'm saying, and they're putting music out and stuff, promote them, you know what I'm saying? Help promote each other, you know, work together, you know what I'm saying? You could even like do shows together and stuff like that, you know. That's pretty much just that's pretty much the basic of it. Just everybody put in the work, you know what I'm saying? Work together, promote each other.
I think financially contributing is going to make a big difference, providing, you know, venues, having venues where people can come and showcase their talent. What you're doing right now, where you're bringing together a lot of the different artists that, you know, we might not have even known each other. There's some artists that I hadn't even heard of until I started watching this series. So things like this, you know, and unifying together, coming together for a common cause, being positive, not trying to backbite, you know, just things like that is what's going to bring us all together.
Dope.
Hip-hop stops the minute my heart stops. I'm in it to block, shot and administer top-notch bars. Prolific action, screaming out of a trash bin. Someone get me out, I'm losing up to the madness. Turned a little cynical, world too different. Morphing, dragons, ransacking the mental. Illness in my pencil, coming out the stencil. If you ain't spitting real, guess I'm getting simple. It's consequential, moving to Kimbo. Too open-minded, excuse the double rainbow. Rambo, when we run a ball into the sun up. Falling like it's all the mind, calling for the one-up. Pause for the rewind. rewind, never waste time. Assassinate the great, calligraphy on the rise. Can you feel the vision? Color-coded vision. Vibe hard, a cold starter like a martyr to the father. First off, Instagram. Most everybody sees me off Instagram and off Facebook. So Instagram is gonna be k.sidual, K.SIDUAL. On there I talk about marketing, I talk about motivation, I talk about upcoming events for music, I talk about becoming a better person in your local community, etc., etc. Facebook is more for the personal stuff, as well as more plugs for music and everything like that. That's gonna be Keith Meme Squad Mayo. Meme Squad, MEME Squad, you know how to spell it. Mayo, know how to spell it. Goes on a sandwich. And let's see, what am I forgetting? Twitter, ZeroTol, Z3ROTOL. You can find that on my Twitter. SoundCloud.com/Keith Meme Squad Mayo. Then you can find me on there. Once again, ZeroTol.
Hip-hop stops the minute I drop rocks, a minute the block shot and administer top-notch balls. Yeah. Hip-hop stops the minute I drop rocks, a minute the block shot and administer top-notch balls.
Hip-hop stops the minute my heart stops, the minute to block shot and administer top-notch bars. Prolific action, screaming out of a trash bin. Someone get me out, I'm losing up to the madness. Turned a little cynical, world too different. Morphing dragons, ransacking the mental. Illness in my pencil, coming out the stencil. If you ain't spitting real, guess I'm getting simple. It's consequential, moving akimbo. Too open-minded, excuse the double rainbow. Rambo, when we run a ball until the sun up. Falling like it's autumn, I ain't calling for the one-up.
You can hit me up on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? I got a Facebook page, Mike Mahone, One Shot Beats. You know what I'm saying? On Facebook. I got a Instagram page. You know what I'm saying? That's you can look me up under Mike Mahone on Instagram. I got a SoundCloud page under my name, Mike Mahone. And then I got another page for the Greenhouse Asylum project that we're working on. You know what I'm saying? You can look that up on SoundCloud. That's under Greenhouse Asylum. It's got a few tracks off the album on that page. It's coming out.
Fresh.
And yeah, that's about it. Alright, well, I use Machine. That's like my go-to production tool. I use Machine. I use Reason too, but
Fresh.
for the most part, it's Machine.
Get used to the sound of laughter, 'cause you're gonna hear it more each day. I'm a joy even though I'm a handful. Bringing me into your life was the best decision you made. Now that I am here, tell me what you think. Do you see traces of yourself in me? Starting over fresh, but with history. Don't blame me, 'cause I'm so mischievous, just like you were. Don't be mad at me, I got it honestly. You know I'm watching you, I hope you're watching me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Starting over fresh, but with history. It's so sweet. Call me little man or baby girl. I'm your pride and joy. You know that I'm your world. Get used to the sound of laughter, 'cause you're gonna hear it more each day. I'm a joy even though I'm a handful. Bringing me into your life was the best decision you made. Okay, so Facebook right now is Jamila Bullock. Also have a webpage, milamila.club. Also MELA. So Mila is the way that I'm going to be recognized now. So if you Google that, if you Twitter, all that, you find it there.
Okay.
The name of my new project is called A Beautiful Struggle, and it's basically same situation, life, love, and God. Just talking about the struggles of life, staying positive, and having God to kind of keep you grounded, and having that love, brotherly love.
There you go.
Refreshing. 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 Ooh, refreshing. 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 You're so smooth, and you could be a pilot, 'cause you're so extra fly. You got frequent flyer miles. You're so smooth. I know you got it. It's such a part of you. You can't leave your place without it. I can smell your cologne, even when you're not present. You bless me with a smile. I say thank you like a present. Brother, you're so clean, from your head to your shoes. Now do you dress yourself? I'm just curious about you. You don't have to have the prettiest face. I'm just talking about your style and grace. All attention's on you when you walk into a room. Aside from physical, you can hold a conversation.